from here to 30 yards. And Mike Weir's been a buddy of mine since we were little kids.
Incredible.
And wedging it now is probably a strong part of my game relative to other good players. And when it wasn't. And you know, I was going to make that point, and then you had me do some demoing. So usually I'll do it with an aim stick. So this is a little tricky because it'll slip around, and maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't. But if I take this and I get in a position where I'm bent over, naturally I'm in a hip hinge and forward folded. You're going to see your really poor players making this move. How much up is involved right now from this behavior? When I make this motion, hitting a shot out there, I mean the only up in the handle can be from my separated elbows. So sometimes I'll ask people in the golf school, and I'm trying to give you just something you can take away and fix somebody at the club tomorrow doing, okay? If you ask somebody, you know, what should happen to this handle or this angle I'm establishing in my address position? And you know, what should happen to this golf club when I hit it? Some people say it shouldn't move. You should, you know, the club should stay still, right? But when you watch a little pitch shot, if this club head didn't get in the way, and I hit a little shot, and then I'm, you know, mitigating the down and creating a flat spot, as flat as my radius will allow. What did this club do, right? So you can see, you can see how, and I think this is a little different than full swing behavior, because again, I think this is fixing a cancer that, this is the head down rubbish, this is the hit down rubbish, this is everything opposing that, to give somebody the feeling like they can have the longest Steve Stricker lever they have, collect the ball in that arc and hit a like a long radius pitch shot. Now, I want you guys to get into the variety of fun shots you can hit with a wedge, but this is one I like to kind of, if somebody's miserable, this is the first thing I give them this, give them a long radius, and then I'll get into more of the specialty wedge shots, because they can't do the basic one.
Yeah. Martin, first of all, you're top of the backswing, guys. That is sensational. Look at that. Look how he has a very straight army look. He has none of the cupping extension piece that we see with poor pitchers, poor chippers. Martin, would you hit us a shot of 30 meters and at the top of the backswing, maximum cup, maximum extension of the lead wrist?
Careful, Keith.
And you can only hit it 30 meters. Guys, do you see how if that had been on grass, that would have been a problem? And good players can't really describe it, Martin. I know you can. You feel that club crashing, don't you?
Of course.
And you feel all of this extension and radial deviation trying to come out. And you're thinking, oh my God, that's too fast, that's too fast, that's too fast, it's too steep, I've got to slow it down. And now we're in a world of trouble. Do that one more time, please.
Massive.
The most extension, the most, and guys, when I say radial deviation, I don't mean to be technical terms. The radial deviation is just simply the hand moving upwards. This is extension, this is radial. When you put them together, that's when we have this look.
I would have laid the sod over.
So he's telling you he would have laid the sod over. But that's what we see every day, and that is what the average golfer is told to do. You've heard hinge and hold. Well, the guy that says hinge and hold doesn't hinge and hold.
I know, I hate that.
He doesn't do it. That's a ghostwriter, and I can tell you right now, I'm getting off on a tangent, but you know I like to do that. The most dangerous thing that golf instructors that are trying to learn, and the most dangerous thing that golf students can read, is an instructional article written by a tour player for two reasons. The tour player is telling you what he feels, or he's telling you what he's been told. Then a ghostwriter gets a hold of it and he puts his spin on it. And after that, who knows what in the hell you're reading. So be careful with that if it's written by a tour player. Martin, what was your wrist conditions there?
Normal on the way back and a little bit more throw, a little bit more toss on the way down.
Okay. One last time, and Tim, can you make sure you get this one?
Okay, my second.
1 second. 40 meters, a little bit longer. I'm going to give you a little more leeway here. Maximum cut, maximum extension. Guys, can you see a completely different look, a different feel, a different tone to the shot? Go to the top of the backswing again, Tim, please.
A lot of frames here.
Yes.
Tim, did you say a lot of praying?
Yeah.
That too.
I got one camera that has almost 300 frames.
Do, and here's a former tour caliber player who's telling you that he can't do it, but yet a 25 handicapper is asked to do it. You're asking, it's just golf swing suicide. Almost. Yeah, much cheaper. Because here's the thing, guys, all of this radial deviation and extension, it's got to come out sometime.
Yeah.
It's got to come out. And without question, if I had the shaft in my hand right now, you can clearly see where the sweet spot is here, but if I take out the radial and the extension, where's the sweet spot now? It's lower, it's more in. Now the golfer, as we can turn, we're shallower versus all of this extension. Now, if you're talking high spin shots, spinning bunker shots, now we're getting into a different conversation. I did not say to you that extension has no place in this, but a standard pitch, a standard chip, it is my professional opinion that this is death for the average golfer.